grieve the fact that I'm wondering that.
I grieve all the dreams that will never be. I when we should start. I wonder.
Grief is, it's a process that never ends. And in the beginning phases, you are transported into, you're shifted dramatically into this new life. You're here in this new territory, this new land, and you must adapt. But we also need space to mourn that transition and that change. When you're in the throes of mourning, you can't actually see grief as what it is and the power it has and the beauty it is. And so once you've been able to work through grief, you can look back and see what a beautiful object of compassion and opportunity for growth it is to find each other and to find this common aspect of life. Change is inevitable, so grief is inevitable. Looking back on that time and how when I was flying to California from Ireland, this long flight, and this was after my mom passed away, and this long flight of 13 hours, and already I felt weird being on planes because there were just a bunch of people facing one direction, going to the similar destination, and then, but no one acknowledges you. How close can we be without seeing each other in this deep mourning because my mother had just passed away, and both needing space because I needed to process so much, but also feeling unseen. Showing gratitude to the lives that these people who are close to me, these people who are close to me who have died, my grandmother, my mother, my sister, these women who were strong and empowering to me and continue to be empowering toward me. Being able to show gratitude toward their lives, towards their sacrifice, toward their pain, and also gratitude for them not being in pain anymore. So burlesque, yes, I love being on stage. I love portraying characters that are relatable. I love movement. I think that there is a sadness component, and it's a curiosity. Oh, there's a wonder component because the way I dance is very contemplative and it's very, very mindful. And so it's not just living on the surface of this is cute, this is hot, this is what you want to see, audience. It's more of this internal process that people are getting to witness with me being on stage. And I'm not afraid of undressing because I see it as a very intimate encounter with myself on stage. The moment I learned that my mother passed away and how I was naked. And so already I was naked and vulnerable. I was in the nude, and then to hear this information that changed my life, it stripped me down even further. I looked up the definition of awe, and awe has this reference of it could be fear and or wonder. And we might look at grief when we haven't experienced it as fearsome, fear-inducing, even if we are in awe of it, in awe of this whole, the art of grieving, or the art of dying. If we can work on seeing the wonder whilst in change and transition, that would be a beautiful opportunity.
Grief and wonder, those are two opposite, kind of opposite.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe wonder is born out of grief. Yeah, I think grief. Grief is so manifold because it's so many things that we can grieve about. It could be grieving about ourselves, grieving about somebody we lost, grieving about somebody we loved, grieving about my dog, grieving for nature, grieving for earth, grieving. Oh, I just watched today, I don't know how that came up, and there was something about nuclear explosions. It somehow popped out on the web. I don't know how things pop up, and I was like, wow, that really makes me sad. All the atomic tests that were done in the past just blowing up the world. So that's really, I grieve for that. I grieve for the past. I grieve for things that seem to be in order and now they're not. Seems like nature is grieving itself. Maybe the earth is grieving and we're grieving with the earth. Like that point when you lost something and you're so frustrated to a point where you just want to throw everything away and you just want to give up, and you grieve for something that, or about something that you have no control over. And so the moment in the past was when it was some job that just was bad anyway, and then I just didn't want to deal with the negativity, and I just stopped. And at the same time, I was so mad. So I went into my garage and I started creating. And there was this sense of wonder about what can come out when you're just sort of desperate and angry and frustrated and sad. And all of this, there came this power of creation born out of the grief. My dad left at the point where sort of was relatively young, in 69, could still do everything, and just thought, well, a pretty good way out at that age to just go and still not have to deal with dementia and all this aging and all these problems. So not so sad about that. I did that. I always wonder if he's still around. The loss happened when I found out he had cancer. That's when I started grieving, and I was so sad. But the death itself, no, because it was more the fact that he got really ill, and it was about, I know He was supposed, eventually going to die, but once he would die, that was almost a relief because he was now finally free from this disease. And I just remember shaving him, his beard, and then he was just, you see the eyes go blank. And then I wasn't there, witness his death. I left because maybe a year before he told me, "Don't come to my funeral." And then, so it's okay, I won't come to you for your funeral. And I did not, which was kind of felt strange, but since he said it, that's that. So a few years later, after he passed, I did this workshop with this person who claims to talk to dead people. So I teamed up with another lady, and she said many things about my dad that she could not have known maybe it was my images, I don't know what, but there came this whole thing about, he's dressed in he's always nicely dressed in this khaki suit, and he loved, and she just said that he loved to sail, he had sailboats, and she said that one thing that, he really regrets that he didn't take you on a nice sailing tour, around the Mediterranean, something like this. And so wow, how interesting that I never did that. And that the whole thing should, he's proud of me. Things like this came out in this conversation. So who knows? Maybe the departed spirits are still with us in some shape, form. Because as long as we wonder, we can still have hope, we can still move forward and continuously create into the future.